What is going on, guys? So I am very cold, as you can tell. We are here in Wyoming. I'm on top of a mountain, and I have done some fishing that I've never done before this trip. My lips are frozen, forgive me. I'm in Jackson, Wyoming. You can't see down there, but there is a creek called Flat Creek. Just caught some awesome fish that I don't think I've ever caught before. So let's get down here and show you all these fish. Hope you guys enjoy.
Alrighty guys, so as you can see, this creek was pretty calm when we first pulled up. I have caught trout in the past in Utah as well as Arizona. In Arizona, I caught them on an inline spinner, and in Utah, I caught them on dough bait. So I brought both of those. As you can see, we're trying the spinner here, but I soon found out there was a lot of algae and vegetation on the bottom. That would not be the case later in the trip. It got very, very cold very, very fast. So this was the one day where I didn't really have to worry about ice. So I got as much fishing in as I could, and I saw a lot of fish on top of the water, really. They were kind of waking and just kind of swimming around, try to fly. This was the next day. So this one, it was starting to get a little colder. Sorry for the quality drop here. I had to do my GoPro in 1080p because I was doing a lot of fishing and a lot of filming, and those batteries died fast. But these fish, from what I can understand, they weren't active at all. It got really cold, like I said, so they just kind of froze up. But I knew that the one thing in our favor was the dough bait. So after doing the fly for way too long, we went ahead, put on that dough bait. I think it is Berkeley, maybe. I don't know the exact brand, but there's these little worms in there. Took the worm out, put that on just a little J-hook. As you can see, got the first bite. This was a cutthroat trout. I don't think I've caught this specific kind of cutthroat. I don't know if there's more than one kind, but I think there's one specific to Jackson.
There's our first trout in Wyoming. Let's go ahead and let him go.
Right out this little pond that connected to the creek, I assumed there was going to be a lot of trout in here, but it was actually completely empty. Went back to the creek and caught this absolutely tiny cutthroat trout on the dough. It kind of became apparent that the dough was going to be my primary source of catching these fish because they were, like I said, very frozen. We went to the actual Snake River. So like I said, this connects to that creek, but this is the main body of water. And this starts in Wyoming and goes all the way to the Columbia River in Washington. And we did see some life. We saw some gobies that I'd never seen before. Like, I'm from Louisiana, I don't see gobies. So that was super cool. They were in the super, super shallow water where even inches away it was frozen solid. So I don't know what their plan was to get out of there, but they were cool looking. Then we tried the main river. When I say main river, I mean the actual like big chunk of river that was deep enough to seemingly hold some large fish, but it was very, very empty from what I could tell. So went back to the creek, and this was the moment I figured these fish out, and that was the fact that they were literally on the bank. And I think it was because they were getting out of that moving water as it was starting to freeze. I mean, I literally could barely cast because ice was in the guides of my rod. I've never experienced that before, but I'll show you all these fish.
Yep, there we go. All right, guys, here's a little cutthroat. Look at this little guy, guys. We're not catching big ones, we're catching fish. Look at that. There we go. Alrighty guys, that does it for this video. If you're wondering why I'm on a mountain, it's just because I brought my GoPro. I wanted to climb this mountain. I forgot to film an intro and an outro for this video, so here you go. I don't think I've climbed a mountain before, but we did it. It took like an hour. We are way, way up here. Let's try not to roll down this hill. But as always guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next fishing video.